Good afternoon and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to SNUathletics.com. Tanner Stiles alongside you here. We'll have David Noblet on broadcast a little bit later this afternoon for the first game of the series against Arkansas-Monticello for the Crimson Storm. Southern Nazarene is coming off its first Great American Conference Series win of the year after it took 2 of 3 games from Ouachita Baptist last weekend in Arkansas. It was the first time it took a series off the Tigers. But now the Crimson Storm will turn their attention to the only undefeated team in conference play in Arkansas-Monticello. The Weevils come in off a 3-game sweep against Southeastern Oklahoma State and East Central in GAC play. Arkansas-Monticello has won 8 of their last 9, but do have an 8-4 loss to Ouachita this season. That is the only common opponent so far in the early season for UAM. Monticello holds an 11-4 all-time record against the Crimson Storm and has won 5 straight. Of the 5 series the 2 have played, SNU has just 1 series win as it won the first 2 games of the 2015 meeting. Storm are 1-5 against the Weevils here in Bethany. Garrett Perez needs 4 more stolen bases to catch Sean Murphy for second all-time in school history. We'll see if Garrett can accomplish that maybe this weekend. Well, we got some baseball for you coming up here on SNUathletics.com. Coaches meeting at the plate right now. We'll have starting lineups as well as first pitch for you right after the break. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Tanner Stiles alongside you here on this sunny March afternoon. First game of the series here against Arkansas-Monticello. Crimson Storm taking the field. On the mound for the Crimson Storm today is the junior, right-handed pitcher number 15, Ryan Mills. He steps into the mound with a 2-2 record on the year, 3.10 ERA. He struck out 12 batters, giving up just 7 earned runs. So he'll look to get things going here for the Crimson Storm. Setting the field for you for SNU behind the plate is number 25, Jake Vernon. Playing first is number 44, Joe Toilolo. Austin Cooper is at second. Tanner Maskey at short, and Cole Wagner is at third. And in the outfield from left to right, we got Shelby Reese, Garrett Perez, and Cole Lee. So as I said, this is the second GAC home series. I'd like to apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for the technical difficulties. It's a windy day here at Bethany, so hoping to get these streams rolling for you. No interruptions for you today in this single game against Arkansas-Monticello. This is the second home series for the Crimson Storm here at Phelan Field. So SNU will look to build off their series win last weekend against Ouachita Baptist. Ryan Mills on the mound for SNU. So leading off this game for the Weevils is the catcher number 47, Brady Weiss. Senior steps into the plate here for Arkansas-Monticello. Set it coming into this game. The Arkansas-Monticello Weevils are the only undefeated team in the Great American Conference right now. They have a 10-3 record on the year, 6-0 in the GAC. First pitch from Mills, in for a called strike. Brady Weiss started every game so far for Arkansas-Monticello. He steps in with a .275 batting average, 14 hits, 5 doubles, 4 home runs as Mills throws low on the second pitch of the at-bat. 1-1 count here. Temperatures rising here in Bethany. They're up to about 65 degrees as Weiss fouls one back out of play. Oklahomans are happy to see the sunshine here, but the Oklahoma wind is back with it as well. Blowing out of the south today. 1 ball, 2 strikes, Ryan Mills. That's hit very hard to right field. Going back is Cole Lee, and off the wall. And Lee does a great job of getting that thing back into the infield. So that'll be a leadoff single for Weiss, but that ball was hit very hard. So after the leadoff single, it is now going to bring up the shortstop, number 2, Garrett Dodd, to the plate for Arkansas-Monticello. And that was really a good play out there by Cole Lee, being able to get that thing off the wall and back into his cutoff man before Weiss was able to take an extra base. First pitch to Dodd is outside and in the dirt for Ryan Mills. Dodd steps in. Team's leading hitter, hitting .426 on the year. 20 hits, 6 doubles, and 4 home runs for Garrett Dodd. A 1-0 count. Hit to center field. Perez is tracking, and that Oklahoma south wind just keeps carrying that ball, and it's out of here. So that is a 2 RBI home run for Garrett Dodd, and the Weevils strike first here in the top of the first inning. That is the 5th home run of the season for Garrett Dodd. And just like that, it's 2-0 here at Phelan Field. That'll bring up the center fielder, number 9, Brian Ray, to the plate. Ray steps in, hitting .356 on the year. First pitch in. Swung on, fouled out of play. So that's now 9 earned runs given up on the year for Ryan Mills, and now his 5th appearance on the mound for SMU as Ray slaps one out of play, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. And Ray continuing to battle here. Mills has given him some good pitches here. Once again, folks, just a single game today. We'll have a doubleheader tomorrow. First pitch scheduled for 12 p.m. here at Phelan Field. So here's the 1-2 from Mills. A little low, taken for ball 2, as home plate umpire Russell Migel was not keen to give Mills his first strikeout of the game. Here's the 2-2. That one again low, so it's a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes for Brian Ray against Ryan Mills. And that pitch is thrown. It's down in the dirt, and so that'll be a walk. So that brings up the first baseman, number 14, Sean Wagner, to the plate. So after the pitch is in the dirt, that'll be a stolen base for Brian Ray. So Mills is just trying to settle in here in the top half of the first inning against this undefeated Arkansas-Monticello team. Already struck for 2. So this is Sean Wagner at the plate, the senior from Aurora, Arizona. In there for a called strike on the 1-1 pitch. Wagner hitting .385 on the year. 7 doubles, 2 home runs. Breaking ball catches the outside part of the plate for Ryan Mills, and he's now ahead in the count, 1-2. So Mills, like we said, just trying to get settled up there on the mound for SNU. Here's the 1-2. Outside, he checked his swing, but it was just outside, so 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count. Still no outs here in the top of the first inning. Weevils already have a couple of hits. And here's the 2-2, swung on, popped up to right field. Cole Lee is tracking, and he's going to make the play for the first out of the inning. So Ray will stay at second. So that brings up the designated hitter, number 35, Dylan Borman. Borman steps in. Sophomore hitting .409. He swings at the first pitch. Another pop fly to right field. Cole Lee tracking. And he's going to make the play. Ray is going to tag from second. And he's going to get in there standing up. So 2 outs now, and Brian Ray standing at third base with trying to give the Weevils a 3-0 lead here in the top half of the first inning. As that brings up the second baseman, number 12, Andres Rios. So here's Mills First pitch down in the dirt, taken for ball one for Rios. Rios, the 5'9" senior from San Diego, California. Steps in hitting .340 on the year. Takes one in low again for ball two. So Mills falls behind in the count early, 2-0. Every player in this Monticello lineup has at least one home run. As takes one in there for a called strike. Breaking ball is high, taken for ball three, so Mills trying to battle back here, 3-1. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to apologize for the technical difficulties. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ryan Mills working on Andres Rios. Chops one down the third base line, but it's foul. So if you're just joining us here in the top half of the first inning, a 2-run home run from Garrett Dodd over the left center wall gave the Weevils an early 2-0 lead here, and Ryan Mills just trying to get out of this inning here. 3 balls, 2 strikes with a runner on third base for UAM. As Rios continuing to battle. Mills already up to 21 pitches for the inning. Chopped to shortstop. Tanner Maskey makes the play. And that'll be it for the top half of the first inning. The Weevils get 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors. 1 left on base. To the bottom of the first inning, Monticello leads 2-0. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Bottom half of the first inning here. Leading off for SNU is the center fielder, number 5, Garrett Perez. Perez, the 5'10 junior from Oklahoma City, steps in for the Crimson Storm as he takes one for ball one there. 1-1 is the count. On the mound for Arkansas-Monticello is the right-hander, number 4, Braden Chambers. Chambers, the 6-foot senior from Fort Oise, Arkansas, and he's going to hit Garrett Perez on the third pitch of the at-bat. So an early runner here on base for SNU to bring up the third baseman, number 3, Cole Wagner, to the plate. Wagner, the senior from Yukon, Oklahoma, transfer from Southwestern Oklahoma State. So we'll see if the Crimson Storm can respond here in the bottom of the first after the Weevils struck for 2. And that ball's hit very hard, deep left field, and that thing is out of here. And just like that, folks, it's a tie ball game here at Field & Field. That was an absolute bomb off the bat of Cole Wagner. That is Wagner's first home run of the season. And it ties the game here in Bethany. So that brings up the second baseman, number 19, Austin Cooper, to the plate. Cooper takes one for strike 1. So Braden Chambers, this is his 5th appearance on the mound for Arkansas-Monticello. He throws one inside for ball 1 there. So Chambers has a 3.86 ERA as Cooper swings and misses, but after that home run, that's going to bump his ERA up. Chambers is a perfect 3-0 on the year as Cooper swings and misses, and that's the first strikeout of the game for Braden Chambers. So with one out now, that brings up the designated hitter, number 7, Emilio Escobedo. Escobedo had a good weekend last week in Arkansas in the series against Ouachita Baptist. As first pitch taken for ball 1, they check his swing, and he did not go. A 1 pitch taken high for ball 1 there for Escobedo. Escobedo, the 5'11 freshman from Poway, California. He hits one hard, left center field. Brian Ray is tracking, and it's out of here. Emilio Escobedo gives the Crimson Storm the first lead of the game. Just like that, folks, it is 3-2 in favor of Southern Nazarene. So that brings up the right fielder, number 2, Cole Lee. First pitch taken for ball 1, and I'd like to apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Don't think you saw it on the stream, but Escobedo hit a bomb to left center field to give SNU a 3-2 lead. That's 2 home runs now in the first inning for Southern Nazarene. So they lead 3-2. Cole Lee hits one hard to center field. Brian Ray is tracking, and he collects it for the second out of the inning. So 3 home runs we've seen in the first inning of action here out at Field & Field. So that brings up the shortstop, number 23, Tanner Maskey, to the plate. Maskey, the 5'8 freshman from Springfield, Illinois. First pitch outside taken for ball 1. One-oh count here to Maskey. High inside taken for ball 1. Two-oh count. Swung on, hit to third base. fielded by Jordan Johnson, and he collects it for the third out of the inning. So 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors, none left on base to the top of the second. SNU leads 3-2. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Top of the second inning, and we had some action here in the first inning. We had 3 home runs, 1 from Monticello and 2 from Southern Nazarene, combined for 4 hits and 5 runs. As we start the top of the second, it's the third baseman, number 32, Jordan Johnson, at the plate for Arkansas-Monticello, and he takes one outside for ball 1, and 1-1 count. Johnson, the 6'4" freshman from Beaumont, Texas, takes one high for ball 2, so a 2-1 count for Johnson. He's got 4 home runs on the year, 17 RBIs, hitting .366, 15 hits and 4 doubles. Here's the 2-1 pitch, down taken for ball 3, so Ryan Mills going to have to work from behind here. The 3-1 pitch taken for ball 4, so already a couple of walks here from Ryan Mills. And the Weevils have a runner to lead off the inning. It's the right fielder, number 25, Drake Roughton, at the plate. Roughton, the 8-hole hitter for UAM. Hits one hard to Maskey. Flips it over to Cooper. Back over to Toilolo, and that's a double play for the Crimson Storm. Head coach Robert Lee has to be pleased with that from his defense here in the top of the second. So now it's the left fielder, number 1, Austin Breakbale, at the plate. First pitch taken for ball 1 against Breakbale. The 6-foot senior from Aurora, Arizona. And they're taken for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs in the inning here. In there for a called strike. So Mills working ahead now. So here's the 1-2 for Mills. Foul tip back to the net. So after giving up a couple of hits and a couple of runs in the top half of the first, Ryan Mills starting to get a little more settled behind the, on the mound for SNU. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Ryan Mills gets his first strikeout of the game. And it's a quick, almost 3 up, 3 down for Southern Nazarene, but nonetheless, it's no runs, no hits for the Weevils. We go to the bottom of the second. They lead UAM 3-2. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Bottom of the second inning, Shelby Reese leading things off for Southern Nazarene. First pitch in there for a called strike from Chambers to Shelby Reese, the 5'9" junior from Perkins, Oklahoma. He hits one hard to center field. Brian Ray is tracking, and it's going to get over his head off the wall. Reese is rounding second. He's going to try for third. And Reese is going to have and he's going to be thrown out. Oh, man. That was a bang-bang play, and head coach Robert Lee is out to have a word with the umpire out there, Rick Castorina. Looked to me like he was under the tag. So Reese was trying to stretch that into a triple. Nonetheless, Shelby Reese will be out at third base. So that now brings up the first baseman, number 44, Joe Toilolo. Outside taken for ball one. Toilolo fouls one back out of play. One pitch, hit hard to second base. Andres Rios fields it and puts it away for the second out of the inning. So that now brings up the catcher, number 25, Jake Vernon. Vernon, the 6'2" junior from Elkhart, Indiana. Hitting .262 on the year. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. In there for a called strike. So 0-2 is the count here. High taken for ball one, Jake Vernon. 11 hits on the year, 3 doubles, 7 RBIs for Vernon. Chops one to third base. Jordan Johnson fields it and puts it away for the third out of the inning. So quick 3 up and 3 down for Arkansas-Monticello. We go to the top of the third. SNU leads 3-2. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Top of the third inning, and it's the top of the lineup for Arkansas-Monticello. The catcher, number 47, Brady Weiss. It's a 3-2 lead for SNU here through the first couple innings. We saw a lot of action in the first and then none at all in the second inning. 3 up, 3 down from both sides as Ryan Mills is working on Weiss, and he slaps one to left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit off the wall. Weiss is going to get at least 2 bags, and he's going to stop at second, so that'll be a leadoff double for Weiss. So that brings up the shortstop, number 2, Garrett Dodd, to the plate. Dodd had the 2-run home run back in the first inning. Outside taken for ball 1. So it's a 2-0 count here to Garrett Dodd. Ryan Mills on the mound. Two-0 pitch in the dirt taken for ball 3, so Mills going to have to work from behind once again. Here's the 3-0 in there for a called strike. Ryan Mills. Just 1 strikeout today so far. So on the 3-1 count, hit hard to left field. Shelby Reese is back, and he makes an incredible play out there in left field. Weiss is going to tag from second. And I think the home plate umpire is calling Dodd out. I think Dodd was unsure if he actually caught it or not. That was an incredible play out there in left field by Shelby Reese. So it does advance the runner to third. So the Weevils will have 1 in scoring position here with just 1 out in the inning. So that brings up the center fielder, number 9, Brian Ray, to the plate. He's going to take one in the dirt for ball 1. Ray was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance today. So 3 hits now for the Weevils. Takes one in the dirt for ball 2. So Mills just trying to get ahead in a few of these counts here. Taken for ball 3, so Ryan Mills is going to have to work from behind once again. Oh, and the 3-0 pitch catches the outside part of the plate, and it's going to send Brian Ray back to the plate here. He thought he was going to have a walk. So here we go with the 3-1 pitch from Mills. Swung on, chopped to Austin Cooper at second. Puts it away at first, but that's going to be an RBI for Brian Ray. And the Weevils have tied the game at 3. So with a couple of outs now, it brings up the first baseman, Sean Wagner. Ball taken down in the dirt for Wagner. Wagner popped out his first at bat. Fouls one out of play here to even the count at 1 apiece. Taken for strike 2. So Mills ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's looking for his second strikeout, and Wagner going to foul one off his own leg there. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Outside to even the count now at 2 apiece for Sean Wagner. So here comes the 2-2. Hit hard through the right side. Cooper can't get to it, and that's going to be a 2-out single for Sean Wagner. That is Wagner's 21st hit of the season. Now brings up the designated hitter, number 35, Dylan Borman. Here for Monticello, it's Borman. Outside taken for ball 1. Borman flied out to right field in his first at bat. Mills going to check on Wagner over at first. Down in the dirt, taken for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 pitch in there for a called strike for Ryan Mills. Working with a runner on first base, 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. Weevils have gotten 1 on the board here to tie the game up at 3. Taken high for ball 3, so these Monticello hitters are not easy to manage at the plate if you're on the mound for SNU. 3-1, oh, and that ball was hit very hard, and they're hoping for a foul ball, and oh my goodness, that ball was hit into Wiley Post Airport. But it is foul, so it's a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Can bet that Ryan Mills will not be throwing that pitch again. We're going to check on Wagner back over at first. So they're checking on Wagner. Wagner, who does not have a stolen base on the season. So here's the 3-2. Swung on, hit to right field. Cole Lee is tracking. And he's going to make the play. So 1 run, a couple of hits. No errors, 1 left on base for Arkansas-Monticello. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Things are all tied up at 3. Here at Field and Field. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Bottom of the third inning, it's Garrett Perez leading things off for Southern Nazarene. Very exciting game here at Field & Field through the first 2.5 innings here, as we have seen 6 runs and 7 hits here. A couple of bombs, I mean absolute bombs from both sides here, as that south wind is blowing strong today. And any ball that's hit hard up in the air is going to have a chance. As the 1-1 pitch inside taken for ball 1. Garrett Perez, swing and a miss, strike 2 there. So 2 balls and 2 strikes for Perez. He hits one hard to center field. Brian Ray is tracking, and he puts it away for the first out of the inning. So that now brings up the third baseman, number 3, Cole Wagner, to the plate.
Number 3, Cole Wagner.
Wagner had a 2-run home run in his first at-bat. It was a one to left field that it was gone the second it left his bat. Everyone in the stadium knew it, and he takes one in there for strike 1. So once again, folks, Arkansas-Monticello comes in, the only undefeated team left in the Great American Conference, 6-0. Wagner takes another one in there for strike 2. As Wagner's going to pop one out of play, and is it going to go out or not? No, it's not. Brady Wise going to make the play behind the plate. Excellent play there from the catcher from Arkansas-Monticello. 2 outs now in the inning to bring up the second baseman, number 19, Austin Cooper. Cooper struck out swinging in his first at bat, so he is the best hitter on the team coming into this game, hitting .412 as that pitch kind of gets away from Chambers. Cooper leads the team in RBIs with 12 on the year, and also leads the team in hits with 21 as he fouls one to even the count. So on the 1-1 count, swing and a miss, strike 2 for Austin Cooper. Swung on, fouled out of play. Austin Cooper battling here for SNU. Here's the 2-2. Cooper hits one to shallow left center field. Garrett Dodd is under it, and he puts it away for the third out of the inning. So 3 up, 3 down for Arkansas-Monticello, and we've played 3 innings here at Field & Field. We're tied up at 3 apiece. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com.
Top of the fourth we go. David Noblet bringing you the next couple innings here on SNUathletics.com. Southern Nazarene, Arkansas-Monticello tied at 3. It'll be Andres Rios, Jordan Johnson, Drake Roughton due up in the inning for Arkansas-Monticello. Monticello jumped on the board quickly with the first two batters in the top of the first. With a 2-run bomb, Southern Nazarene answered right back in the bottom of the first with 3 runs to take the 3-2 lead. Rios steps in, takes the first pitch on the outside corner. We'll start off at 0-1. Rios 0 for 1 on the day. Ground out. 0-1. Breaking ball outside. Count will move to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Rios. One out of the windup. Here's Mills. This one's hit hard out to center field. Perez giving chase, puts the glove up to protect the sun. Can't find it. It'll drop for a base hit. Loses it in the sun. It'll be a hit. Double to center field for Andres Rios. Perez went back, just could not find it in the sun. It'll be a base hit. That'll bring up Jordan Johnson. Walked last time up to bat. Runner on second base, no outs. We're in the top of the fourth, tied at 3. This one's on the ground to Wagner. Looks back at Rios. He'll fire over to first. Gets Johnson out at first on the 5-3. 1 down here in the top of the fourth. That'll bring up Drake Roughton. 0 for 1 on the day. Grounded out to a double play back in the second. Roughton comes into this one hitting .276. He's 8 of 29 on the year, 3 runs scored. Mills will step off and get the signs again. Rios on second. Exciting game so far. SNU took the 3-2 lead through 1. Weevils answered with 1 in the top of the third. We're tied at 3. This one's hit hard out on the line. It'll get down for a base hit. Rios is going to round third. He's going to come around the score. Arkansas-Monticello will retake the lead. Double to left center by Drake Roughton. And the Weevils take a 4-3 lead here in the top of the fourth.
Now batting left fielder number 1, Austin Breakville.
Second double on the year for Roughton. Vernon will go out and talk with Mills. 1 down here in the top of the fourth. That'll bring up Austin Breakbill. Breakbill 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out back in the second. Breakbill comes in hitting .458 on the year. Started in 7 of the 8 games he's played. 11 for 24. 11 runs scored on the year. 1 double, 1 home run, 2 RBIs. Mills comes set, first pitch, breaking ball, catches the inside corner. We'll start off at 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the fourth. That one high and tight. Count will move to 1-1. Gorgeous day here at Phelan Field. A little bit windy, wind blowing right to left. I don't know if those home runs would have been wind-aided or not. They were hit pretty hard. Vernon blocks this one, slides to his right. Count will go to 2-1. Southern Nazarene 6-7 on the year. Best start under head coach Robert Lee. Starting to find a little bit of success this year. Ground ball, eats up Maskey at short, tries to get him out at first. Can't get him in time. It'll be an error on Tanner Maskey. E6 says the official score. That'll put runners at first and third. That ball was hit fairly hard. It just took a bad hop right at the end, and Maskey couldn't get him. And the throw a little bit wide, pulled Toilolo off of first, and now you have runners at first and third. Roughton on third, Breakbill on first. Back to the top of the order is Brady Weiss. Weiss, 2 for 2 on the day, pair of doubles. Both doubles have hit the outfield wall. First time up to bat, single to right field, though. Excuse me, has 1 double, so single and a double. Should have had a double on that one, but it was a great play by Coley in right field as that one hit the wall. And then back in the third inning, ripped one off the center field wall. First pitch down in the dirt, blocked by Vernon. Count will start off at 1-0. 1 ball, no strike to Weiss. Weiss came into this one hitting .275. Started all 13 games for the Weevils. This one's hit sharply, but foul to the right side. Count will go to 1-1. Weiss .275 hitter on the year, 14 of 51, 16 runs scored, 5 doubles, 4 home runs, 16 RBIs. Tied for team lead with 11 walks. Tied with Brian Ray. That one just misses, low and inside. Count will go to 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strikes. 2 balls, 1 strike on Weiss. Weiss left-hander versus Mills the right-hander. This one chopped. End up going foul. Count will go to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Weiss, the 5'11", 190 senior out of Chandler, Arizona. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Mills will get his second strikeout of the day. 2 down. Nice pitch right there for Mills to get Weiss on the inside corner. First time he's got Mills today, or first time he's got Weiss today. 2 down here, top of the 4th. First pitch to Garrett Dodd is down. Dodd 1 for 2 on the day with a pair of RBIs. Hit that 2-run bomb to center field back in the first, flied out to the left, back in the third. That one's down in the dirt, blocked by Vernon. Count to go to 2-0. Runners on first and third. That's Break Bill on first, Roughton on third. Hitters count right here for Dodd. Dodd now with 5 home runs on the year. Fouls this one hard to the left side. Count will move to 2-1. So Dodd with 5 home runs on the year. Weiss with 4. Johnson with 4. Two one from Mills. Comes set. Here's the pitch. This one's roped way foul, way out of play, and that'll be in the equestrian area. Count will move to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Dodd. 2 Ks so far by Mills. He's gone 3 2/3. Allowed 4 runs. All 4 are earned on 6 hits. The 2-2. Breaking ball, popped out to left field. Reese comes in, makes the catch, and the Crimson Storm are out of the inning. Weevils get 1, though. They take the 4-3 lead as we go to the bottom of the 4th. You're watching Crimson Storm Baseball right here on SNUathletics.com. What? Huh? Yeah, I say it is. Oh, it says red up there, but I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah, I mean, it says top of the 4th. I mean, it's jumping back and forth, Tanner, but it's going. I mean, it's way late. Okay, well, I'll do it right now. There we go.
Leading off the bottom of the 4th, designated hitter number 7, Emilio Escobedo.
Back to action we go here. at Phelan Field. Bottom of the fourth. It'll be Escobedo, Lee, Maskey due up in the inning for the Crimson Storm. 4, 5, 6 in the lineup for Southern Nazarene. That one's high over the head of Escobedo. Escobedo 1 for 1 on the day. Solo shot to center field. He made it 3-2 for the Crimson Storm. This one floats in across the plate. Escobedo thought it was high, and I have a feeling so did Robert Lee. It's exactly what Robert Lee is saying. Count moves to 1-1. Fouls this one off. Count will go to 1-2. Escobedo, so far in the year, 312 hitter. Started in 4 of the 7 games he's played. 5 of 16 on the year, 3 runs. His second home run of the year was that one to center field. 1-2. Check swing did not go. Count will move to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Escobedo. Escobedo, the 5'11 freshman out of Poway, California, down around that San Diego area, product of Rancho Bernardo High School. That one's outside. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Escobedo. Payoff pitch. Down in the dirt, and Escobedo will draw a leadoff walk. Crimson Storm get the leadoff batter on to start the bottom of the fourth. That's the tying run. That'll bring up Cole Lee. Cole Lee, the son of Robert Lee, been around this program for many years. Steps in on the left side of the plate. Lee so far on the day 0 for 1, flied out last time up to bat. Squares, lays down a beautiful bunt to third base. Johnson comes up with it, throws it over to first. It'll be a 5-3 sack bunt. Well, they're going to say, did he pull him off? That's a great question. They're going to call time. They're saying, did he come off? And saying he had a foot on the bag. Robert's going to ask, and 1 out. It'll be a 5-3 sack bunt officially ruled. That'll move Escobedo over to second. Puts a runner in scoring position. Tying run in scoring position. 1 out. Brings up Maskey. First pitch to Maskey's a strike on the outside corner. Maskey so far on the day 0 for 1. Grounded out back in the first. Escobedo takes his lead at second. Chambers takes a long time. Comes. This one's lofted high to left field. Will it stay fair? No, it won't. It'll go foul. Maskey had a shot at it. He just kept carrying foul. That one was hit hard. Count will go to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Chambers looking for his second strikeout of the day. The 0-2. This one's hit hard. It'll get down for a base hit. Escobedo will round. Chase Glom brings him home. Here's the throw to the plate, and he's safe. Didn't even slide. Escobedo's got to get down on that one, but he scores. It'll be a single to left field for Tanner Maskey. RBI single ties the game. Time's going to be called as John Harvey's going to go out and talk with Chambers. Chambers allowed 4 runs so far, 3 1/3. He's only thrown 49 pitches. Time's going to be called. And 4 hits for the Crimson Storm, 4 runs. Back to play. Maskey will step on to first base. Maskey so far on the day now. 1 for 2 with an RBI. Crimson Storm have tied it up. It's been back and forth all day. First pitch to Shelby Reese is inside. We'll start off at 1-0. Reese 1 for 1 on the day with a double. Double to center field back in the second. The 1-0. Catches the inside corner. Called for a strike. Count will move to 1-1. So Monticello put 2 on the board in the top of the first. SNU got those 2 back on a 2-run shot to left by Cole Wagner to tie it. Escobedo hit one to dead center to take the 3-2 lead. Swings through on a breaking ball. Count will move to 1-2. Monticello tied it back in the top of the third. Took the 4-3 lead in the top of the fourth, but the Crimson Storm have answered here in the bottom of the fourth to tie it back up at 4. 1-2 the count to Reese. Swing and a miss. Great breaking ball off the outside corner for Chambers. His second strikeout of the day. 2 down now. That'll bring up Joe Toilolo.
Now back first baseman number 44, Joe Toilolo.
Toilolo grounded out to second base back in the second. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Maskey on first. 2 for 3 in stolen base attempts. Storm getting out hit right now, 6-4, but score is tied. 4-all. One error was by Maskey at short. 2 down. First pitch to Toilolo. He'll foul it off to the left side. Fouls off the breaking ball. Again, Chambers so far, 4 runs on 4 hits, 3 2/3, 1 walk, 2 Ks. 54 pitches at this point. The 0-1. Just off the outside corner. Count will move to 1-1. Good eye there by Toilolo. Toilolo came into this one hitting .280. 7 of 25, 6 runs scored. 4 doubles, a pair of RBIs. The 1-1 from Chambers. Floated out to left field. It'll get down for a base hit. Maskey's going to hold up at second. Glom had him rounding, but held him up. Thought he might have had a shot, and now runners at first and second with 2 outs. That'll bring up Jake Vernon. Vernon so far on the day. 0 for 1, grounded out to third last time up to bat. Vernon hitting .262 on the year, 11 of 42, 3 runs scored. 3 doubles, 1 home run, 7 RBIs. Vernon, the junior transfer from Wren Lake College, product of Elkhart, Indiana. Runners on first and second, 2 down here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch out in front. Off speed. Looked like a changeup. Start off at 0-1. SNU trying to do some more damage right here. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. The ball's 2 strikes to Vernon. And he'll spin, and Chambers will look back at Maskey. Nobody covering. Infield back at normal depth. This one's hit hard out to left field. Carrying, it'll be gone. Over the scoreboard, 3-run shot to left field for Jake Vernon. 3-run bomb, and the Crimson Storm take a 7-4 lead. Second home run of the year for the junior catcher. SNU jumps out front with a 4-run bottom of the fourth. An absolute bomb by Jake Vernon to left field. Nice when you can get production out of the 9 spot for the Crimson Storm. Southern Nazarene, the confidence breaming right now. 7-4 lead for SNU, and Perez tries to lay one down. Perez 0 for 1 on the day, was hit by a pitch last time up to bat. Also flew out. Looking for his first hit of the day. An absolute missile over the scoreboard in left field. That one's down. Count will move to 1-1. by Jake Vernon. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's outside. Count will move to 2-1. Don't see anybody getting loose in the Weevils pen right now. Good to see the bats come alive for the Crimson Storm. The 2-1. That one catches the outside corner. Count will go to 2-2. Deuce is wild on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A big 4-run inning for the Crimson Storm. That one's down. Count will go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Perez. Perez, the 5'10", 160 junior, product of Putnam City North. This one's hit hard. Will it get down for a base hit? It will. It'll get down. Perez rounds first. He's headed for second. It'll be a stand-up double for Garrett Perez, his first hit of the day. And the bats keep rolling for the Crimson Storm.
Now batting third baseman number 3, Cole Wagner.
7th hit of the day for SNU. Braden Chambers came into this one 3-0 on the year, 3.86 ERA. All 4 appearances are starts, 23 and a third innings pitched. 15 runs, 10 of those are earned, 21 hits. Teams are only hitting .247 against him. Cole Wagner steps in, 1 for 2 on the day with a home run. That one starts off high. Count will start off at 1-0. Boy, hitting is contagious. Once you get that confidence rolling, game starts slowing down a bit. The baseball looks like a beach ball coming at you. Off speed, out in front. Count will move to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-1 from Chambers. This one's hit to left field. It'll get down for a base hit. They're bringing Perez around. He boots it in left field. He would have scored anyway. But there goes Wagner. Wagner's trying to move it up. And he's in. It'll be a single and an error. Single for Wagner, an error on break bill. But Perez will come around to score anyway. RBI single. And that'll bring up Austin Cooper. 0 for 2 on the day, looking for his first hit. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Count to go to 0-2 on Austin Cooper. Crimson Storm puts up a 5 spot here in the bottom of the 4th. They now lead 8-4. Monticello is the only undefeated team left in the, as far as conference play is concerned. 6-0, the 0-2. That one's outside. Count to go to 1-2. Big game today, though, in Shawnee, I believe. Either way, it's either at Shawnee or Magnolia. I'm not sure which team is where. Is it softball in Monticello, or in Magnolia, or is it baseball that's going to be in Magnolia? This one's down as Southern Arkansas is taking on Oklahoma Baptist in baseball. That one's down. Count will move to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here, the bottom of the 4th. SNU has erupted for 5 runs here in the bottom of the 4th. Check swing, fouls it back. Count will stay at 2-2. It will be in Shawnee, but that game does not start until 6 o'clock tonight. Take that back. No, the first game's already underway. It started at 3. I thought there was a doubleheader today. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one's fouled away to the right side. Count will stay at 2-2. So in the first inning, it's 1-1. Southern Arkansas, Oklahoma Baptist. Southeastern leads Northwestern 5-0 in the 6th. And Southern Nazarene leads Arkansas-Monticello here 8-4 here in the bottom of the 4th. Only 3 games going right now. Outside, count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count for Cooper. Looking for his first hit of the day. The payoff pitch. Check swing, fouls it to the right side. He'll stay alive. Cooper riding a 12-game on-base streak coming into this one. Crimson Storm are 5-1 this year when leading through 4 innings. This one's on the ground. Scooped up by Dodd. He'll fire over to first. That'll end the inning, but not after the Crimson Storm get 5 runs. They take an 8-4 lead. We head to the 5th. You're watching Crimson Storm baseball right here on SNUathletics.com. Back to action we go. We head to the top of the 5th. Southern Nazarene up 8-4 on Arkansas-Monticello. Monticello 4 runs on 6 hits, 1 error. Crimson Storm 8 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. It'll be Ray Wagner Borman leading it off for Monticello. 3-4-5 due up in the inning. First pitch misses down and in to Ray. Ray 0 for 1 on the day with an RBI. Hit by a pitch. Hit by a pitch back in the first. And then grounded out to second base to score Weiss back in the third. This one's hit up the middle. It'll be a leadoff single up the middle for Ray, his first hit of the day.
Now batting first baseman number 14, Sean Wagner.
I'll bring up Sean Wagner, 1 for 2. Wagner flied out to right field back in the first and then singled to right center back in the third. 7th hit today for the Weevils as we head to the top of the 5th. Again, SNU 5-1 when leading through 4 innings. First pitch. Back-to-back base hits as this one's laced through on a ground ball through the left side. And back-to-back singles for the Weevils to lead off the top of the 5th. Dylan Borman, 0 for 2, steps in from the right side. Flied out both times. Time's going to be called. Tim Cole will go out and talk. You got both pins active right now for Monticello. And their pin will be number 24, Ty Jones. 6'5", 225, redshirt sophomore out of Paris, Texas. Looks like Hugo Kinabuchi for the Crimson Storm. Kinabuchi, the 5'4", 145 freshman out of San Diego. Cole comes back off, and we're back to play. 8-4 lead for the Crimson Storm in the top of the fifth. No outs, runners on first and second. Ray on second, Wagner on first for the Weevils. This one's fouled away to the left side. Count will start off at 0-1. Arkansas-Monticello took a 2-0 lead in the top of the first with a 2-run shot to center. SNU got that back on a Cole Wagner home run to left. Escobedo followed that with a home run to center to make it 3-2. Weevils took the lead in the top of the fourth with a run in the third and a run in the fourth to lead 4-3, but SNU erupted in the bottom of the fourth with 5 runs, 3 coming off a 3-run shot over the left center field scoreboard by Jake Vernon. SNU now leads 8-4. This one's hit hard out to right field. Lee drops back in right field. Comes in to make the catch. That'll be 1 down. He'll fire it in. Ray will move up to third. Wagner will stay put at first, and 1 down here in the top of the fifth. That'll bring up Andres Rios. Rios 1 for 2 on the day. Rios grounded out to short back in the first. Doubled to center field back in the fourth. Steps in on the right side facing the right-handed Mills. 1 down. Double play would do it right here. Be great for the Crimson Storm. Try to get something. Ground ball up the middle. Strike call. 0-1 on Mills. Mills so far on the day, 4 1/3. 6 hits, 4 runs, all 4 earned. 1 walk, 2 Ks. This one's lifted up on the infield. Cooper calls everybody off. Makes the play. 2 down. Great defensive play right there by Austin Cooper. Good to see him moving around. Heard he collided with a defender out at Ouachita Baptist. And he swelled quite a bit, but got that back down. Looks like he's moving quite a bit better. 2 down now in the top of the fifth. Jordan Johnson steps in. 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. 2 down. First pitch, breaking ball. Check swing. Did he go? Didn't look like he did. Ball outside. 1-0. We'll start off on Johnson. Johnson walked back in the second. Grounded out to grounded out to third back in the fourth. The 1-0. Catches the outside corner. Count will go to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top 5, SNU leads 8-4. Runners on first and third. Ray on third. Wagner on first. Out of the stretches, Mills, the 1-1. Woo, that one just missed the inside corner. Called that one a couple times today, but count will go to 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. SNU trying to get out of this one and leave 2 stranded. That one's down in the dirt. Count will go to 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 walk on the day for Mills. 2 Ks. The 3-1. Strike called on the outside corner. Johnson didn't think so. Count will go full. Wagner will be off with the pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here in the top of the fifth. Payoff pitch from Mills. There goes the runner. Ball's hit sharply to third. Wagner comes up with it. Throws it to first. Scoop. Oh, can't come up with it as Toilolo It'll be a throwing error on Cole Wagner. So the run will score unearned. No RBI. But it'll be a E5T on Cole Wagner. So the error, second one of the day for the Crimson Storm, brings in a run for Monticello. Toilolo couldn't scoop the ball at first. First pitch down in the dirt to Drake Roughton, 1 for 2 on the day with a double. Grounded to a double play back in the second, but doubled to left center in the fourth. 8-5 now. The Weevils have scored 1 in each of the last 3 innings. 8 hit of the day for the Weevils. This one's on the ground to Maskey at short. Bobbles it, throws it over to first, throws a bullet over to first, and we're out of the inning. Weevils do pick up 1. SNU still leads 8-5. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 1 run, 2 hits. 1 error, 2 left on. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. SNU down 8-5. You're watching Crimson Storm Baseball right here on SNUathletics.com. Bottom of the fifth, Southern Nazarene leads 8-5. Monticello has scored in just about every inning except for the second. But Crimson Storm got a couple of big home runs, one out of Cole Wagner, another one out of Jake Vernon. They lead 8-5 as we head to the bottom of the fifth. Emilio Escobedo will lead it off for the Crimson Storm. It'll be Escobedo, Lee, Maskey due up in the inning for the Crimson Storm. Four, 5, 6 due up in the inning for SNU. Escobedo steps in. First pitch, swing and a miss. Strike one. 0-1 the count. Escobedo 1 for 1 on the day. Walk and a home run. Strike's going to be called. Count will move to 0-2. New pitcher for Arkansas-Monticello, Ty Jones, 6'5", 225. Right-hander, sophomore out of Paris, Texas, from North Lamar High School. Swing and a miss, strike three. Three pitches for Ty Jones and 3 strikes, and he's already got his first strikeout of the day. That'll bring up Cole Lee. Cole Lee so far 0 for 1 on the day with a sacrifice. That one's down. Count will start off at 1-0. Fouls that one away. Count will go to 1-1. The 1-1 to Lee. Hit hard out to left center. It's going to get down for a base hit. Ray will try to cut it off, and Lee will stop at first. And great job by Brian Ray right there just to keep it to a single. 1 out single to left center by Cole Lee, his first hit of the day. That'll bring up Tanner Maskey. Maskey so far 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI. Grounded out to third, back in the first, single to left field. RBI single, back in the fourth. Swing and a miss. For Maskey, he'll start off 0-1. See the numbers there on Jones. 9 1/3 innings pitched. This one's high and tight. Count goes to 1-1. Jones so far on the year. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 5.79 ERA, 9 strikeouts. This is his 5th appearance. The 1-2 to Maskey. Fouls this one off to the right side. Count will go to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lee on first. Lee 1 for 1 in stolen base attempts this year. Crimson Storm coming to this one 8th in the Great American Conference. Breaking ball catches the inside corner. Goes down looking, strike 3. Second strikeout already for Ty Jones. Robert Lee didn't like that one. Gives home plate umpire a little bit of an earful. Russell Miguel behind the plate. Rick Castorina out in the field are your umpires. 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Lee on first. Shelby Reese up to bat. 1-2 on the day. Breaking ball is high. start off at 1-0. Reese doubled to center field. Back in the second. Thrown out at third, trying to stretch it into a triple, and then struck out swinging back in the fourth. 1-0 the count on Reese. Righty versus righty. The 1-0. Just about catches Reese. He tried to get it to hit him. Ball's inside. Count to go to 2-0. Monticello tops the conference, 6-0 on the year. This one's hit hard. Bouncing around, takes a weird hop over to the second baseman, Rios. He fires it over to first, and they're out of the inning. No runs, one hit. One left on. We go to the sixth. We've played 5. Southern Nazarene leads 8-5. You're watching Crimson Storm baseball right here on SNUathletics.com. Ryan Mills takes the hill to start the sixth again. Already Mills, 5 innings pitched, 8 hits, 5 runs. Only 4 of those were earned. 1 walk, 2 Ks, 98 pitches so far. Kenabuchi looks like he is warm, and so maybe a quick hook here in the sixth if Mills gets in trouble. But so far, pretty good game for Mills. First pitch is a strike to Break Bale. Weiss Dodd due up in the inning. 9-1-2 due up for the Weevils. That one misses. Count will go to 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On Break Bale. Break Bale 0 for 2 so far. The 1-2. Breaking ball outside. Count to go to 2-2. This one's hit hard out to left center field. It'll get down for a base hit. Leadoff single for Break Bale. Back to the top of the order will be for Weiss. 2 for 3 on the day. A double and a single. Both hits off the SNU wall. Runner on first is Break Bale. Break Bale, 2 for 3 stolen base attempts this year. Mills looks in. First pitch is a strike off the outside corner. The 0-1 from Mills. That one's high and tight. Count to go to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's outside. Count to go to 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Monticello has left 6 guys on base already today. Started off hot in pretty much each inning, and that one missed. Count goes to 3-1. Mills really wanted that one. Can't let it shake. You got to go out and try to get ground balls and pop-ups here and try to get out of it. This one's hit out hard to center field. Perez looks up, sees it, makes the snag, and 1 down. Tough out with Weiss, and SNU gets 1 out. Garrett Dodd steps in, 1 for 3 on the day, 2 RBIs. Hit the 2-run bomb to center, back in the first, flied out to left field in the 3rd and 4th innings. Righty versus righty matchup here, 1 down. This one's lifted out to left center. Perez races to his right, calls off Reese, makes the catch, back-to-back outs to center field. 2 down. 2 big outs right there with after the leadoff single. Mills trying to get out of the 6th. Now that he's over 100 pitches, you probably think he's done if he can get out of this inning. That'll bring up Brian Ray, 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI. Hit by a pitch back in the 1st, grounded out to 2nd and the 3rd, and singled up the middle back in the 5th. Righty versus lefty matchup here. First pitch, bounces down in. Vernon can't stop it. It gets over him. It'll be a wild pitch as Brakebill moves on to 2nd. One 0 count. Runner now in scoring position. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, off speed. Count will go to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Mills looks in, comes set. The 1-1. Just off the outside corner. Count will go to 2-1. Check swing. Did he go? He did. Strike 2. Thought we might have heard it tip the bat, but count will go to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 6th. SNU trying to leave another one stranded to make it 7 for the Weevils. This one's fouled away. Count will go to, or stay at 2-2. So Mills so far on the day, 5 2/3. Allowed 5 runs, 9 hits, 2 strikeouts, 4 of those earned, 1 walk. The 2-2. This one's hit to the right side. Toilolo scoops it, flips it over to Mills, gets him out on the 3-1. And the Crit Stormer out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 6th. SNU leads 8-5. You're watching Crimson Storm Baseball right here on SNUathletics.com. Bottom of the sixth we go for the Crimson Storm. They lead 8-5. Joe Toilolo leads it off for SNU. Toilolo, Jake Vernon, Garrett Perez do up in the inning. 8-9-1 due up for the Crimson Storm. We'll start off a strike on Toilolo. 1 for 2 on the day with a ground out. Toilolo grounded out to second base, back in the second. Single to left field, back in the fourth. Breaking ball outside, count goes to 1-1. Check swing, did he go? Outside anyway, nobody checks, and count will go to 2-1. Crimson Storm win leading after 6 innings are a perfect 5-0. That one's inside. Count will go to 3-1 on Toilolo. Three-one catches the inside corner. Count will go to 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Strike 3 on the outside corner, and Toilolo will go down looking. Third strikeout of the day for Ty Jones. That'll bring up Jake Vernon. Vernon 1 for 2 on the day. 3-run bomb. Back in the fourth for Vernon. He grounded out to third back in the second. SNU looking for its 3rd straight win. And that, folks, would be an actual winning streak for SNU. That one's inside. We'll start off at 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. Ty Jones dealing so far, 22 pitches, 14 strikes. He's got 3 Ks. That one's down and in. Count to go to 2-1. A 2-1. Hit hard out to center. Ray going back at the wall, waits for it to come off the wall, and it does not. It clears the wall. 2 home runs on the day for Jake Vernon. 9-5 lead for the Crimson Storm. Jake Vernon having himself a day. SNU takes the 9-5 lead with a solo shot to center field.
Now batting center fielder number 5, Garrett Perez.
2 home runs for the 9 spot for the Crimson Storm. 4 runs total from Vernon. SNU leads 9-5, and that'll bring up Garrett Perez. First pitch inside. We'll start off at 1-0. Perez 1 for 2 on the day with a double. That one misses. Also hit by a pitch. Count will move to 2-0. That one catches the inside corner. Count will go to 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike on Perez. Three and 1 now the count. That is the first home run surrendered this year by Jones. 3-1. Oh, they're going to call a strike. A late call. That one was up. Perez will step back in. Count goes full. That one's called strike 3. 4th strikeout of the day for Ty Jones. That'll bring up Cole Wagner. Robert Lee giving Miguel a earful still. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Wagner steps in. High and tight to Wagner. Count will start off at 1-0. Only one undefeated team in conference play. That is the Weevils. Everybody else at least has one blemish in the L column. Wagner swinging for Wiley post. Swings through it. Count will go to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. This one's hit hard. It'll get down for a base hit. 11th hit of the day. Wagner now 3 for 4 on the day. Back-to-back singles. Back-to-back singles for the senior out of UConn. Graduate transfer from Southwestern. That'll bring up Austin Cooper. Cooper so far on the day, 0 for 3, looking for his first hit. First pitch down, it'll start off at 1-0. Cooper has reached base safely in 12 straight games. That one's called a strike, and Cooper didn't like that one either. Neither did Coach Glom and Lee. Big strike zone today. Hopefully we can take to our advantages as well as we'll see if Mills stays back out when we start the 7th. Coach Glom goes pretty much out to left field. Not even in the coach's box anymore. Count moves to 1-1. Jones comes set. That one's outside. Count to go to 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Cooper. Time called as Wagner will go talk to Jones. Cooper came into this one team leading batting average .412. 21 of 51 on the year, 5 runs scored, 3 doubles, 12 RBIs. Been the key cog in multiple components for the Crimson Storm, both at the plate and on the hill. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jones comes set. Here's the pitch. That one's high. Count to go to 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. The 3-1. Jones comes set. Swing and a miss. Swings right through it. Wagner will be off with the pitch. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Well, he'll get a head start. If Cooper can find a gap right here. Check swing did not go. That'll be a walk. First walk surrendered by Jones today. That'll bring up Escobedo. Emilio Escobedo 1 for 2 on the day with a home run. Also has a walk. Looking for a 2-out hit right here. This one's hit hard, deep to left field. It's not coming back. A 3-run shot to left field by Emilio Escobedo, his 2nd of the day. He joins Vernon, with each with 2 home runs. SNU takes a 12-5 lead on Arkansas-Monticello. 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th. SNU leads 12-5. Vernon and Escobedo both with 2 home runs on the day. It'll bring up Cole Lee. Lee squares, pulls back. Lee's 1 for 2 on the day with a sacrifice. Jones had not surrendered a home run all year, but has given up 2 here in the 6th inning. Strike call on Lee. Count will go to 1-1. SNU trying to get back to 500 to move to 7-7. takes a big hack out in front on a breaking ball. Count will go to 1-2. The 1-2. Hit hard out to left field. It'll get down for a base hit. Make that 13 for the Crimson Storm. 13 base hits for SNU as Lee is on.
Shortstop, number 23, Tanner Maskey.
Maskey will now step in. Maskey 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI. So Lee so far with back-to-back singles in the 5th and the 6th. He's on first with 2 outs. Time will be called, and we'll see if this is it for Ty Jones. Going to try to buy some time. Got double barrel action in the bullpen for the Weevils. And I think this may be it for Jones. Harvey goes out and talks with and that'll be it. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the new pitcher. Ty Jones makes an exit. You're watching Crimson Storm Baseball right here on SNUathletics.com. Back to action we go. New pitcher is Victor Gomez. For the Weevils. First pitch from Gomez is a breaking ball outside to Tanner Maskey. Tanner Maskey 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI. The 1-0 outside. Bounces away. It'll be a wild pitch. Lee will go on down to second. Gomez, the 6'2", 180 junior out of Fort Worth, Texas, transferred from Frank Phillips Community College. Gomez so far on the year, 6.75 ERA. He is 1-0 in 6 appearances, all in relief. Swing and a miss on Maskey. Count goes to 2-1. 6 2/3, 6 hits, 7 runs, 5 of those are earned. Does have 7 walks on the year, 1 K. Teams are hitting .286 against Gomez. Gomez, the right-hander. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. SNU has put up 4 runs here in the bottom of the 6th. They lead 12-5. I think that one was fouled off. Count to go to 3-2. 2-2, excuse me. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Gomez will retire Maskey. But SNU has struck hard. Crimson Storm, 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors. They leave 1 on. We go to the 7th. SNU up 7, 12-5. You're watching Crimson Storm Baseball right here on SNUathletics.com.
I'm Tanner Stiles back on the call with you here, and folks, I hope you've enjoyed the action today. It's been one heck of a day for Crimson Storm at the plate. 12 runs on 13 hits against the number 1 team in the conference. As the Weevils are back at the plate here, leading off the top of the 7th here, and it's going to be popped in foul territory. Joe Toilolo coming down and making the play for SNU. So that brings up the designated hitter, Dylan Borman. Borman has three flyouts, 0 for 3 in this ball game. Pitching now for the Crimson Storm is number 6, Cody Tolbert. He throws one in there for a called strike. Swung on, fouled out of play. Tolbert steps in. This is his 5th appearance this season. Tolbert with a 1-1 record on the year. Down in the dirt, taken for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes here against Dylan Borman. One pitch taken for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So taken down for check to swing there. Didn't go. To load the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. SNU trying to snap a 5-game losing streak against Arkansas-Monticello. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on, hit hard to left field. That's going to be a base hit as Borman's rounding first, and he will stay at first as Reese gets it back into the infield quickly. So with 1 out in the inning, now a runner on for the Weevils. That brings up the second baseman, number 12, Andres Rios. 1 for 3 in the ball game with a double. As Tolbert's first pitch is inside, taken for ball 1. So here's the 1-0 pitch. Just outside, taken for ball 2. So a runner on first here with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Storm leading 12-5 as Rios fouls one back out of play. Crimson Storm have tallied 13 hits in the ballgame. Rios continuing to battle at the plate. So he's going to hit Rios with the 3-2 pitch there, and so now the Weevils have. So runners on first and second with 1 out to bring up the third baseman, number 32, Jordan Johnson, who is 0 for 2 with a walk and a ground out. The 12 runs for SNU is tied a season high already. Popped up to left center field. Shelby Reese is tracking. Makes the play. Oh, and he dropped it. That's going to be an error on Shelby Reese as Borman stops at third and Rios goes to second. So now 2 runners on base in scoring position here. So I think that south wind today blowing out there, it makes it difficult for outfielders to gauge on where that thing's going. So
Now batting right fielder, number 25, Drake Roughton.
2 runners now threatening for Arkansas-Monticello to bring up the right fielder, Drake Roughton. First pitch. Drake Roughton 1 for 3 with an RBI double in the ball game. Fouled back to the screen. Cody Tolbert comes in with a 2.25 ERA on the year as he throws one outside for ball 2. Tolbert's just given up 2 earned runs in his 4 appearances this season. 9 strikeouts. 2-1 pitch, fouled back out of play and evens the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position for Arkansas-Monticello. They've had a pretty good offensive day themselves. 10 hits, 5 runs. So here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cody Tolbert, his first strikeout of the game, his 10th of the season. And now with 2 outs, that will bring up the left fielder, Austin Breakbale. Breakbale 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Here is bottom of the lineup, and it's a line shot to Tanner Maskey, and he makes the play for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Weevils leave a couple of runners on in scoring position, but the Storm defense holds. We go to the bottom of the 7th. SNU leads 12-5. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Bottom of the 7th inning here. We got a new pitcher in for Arkansas-Monticello. It's number 21, Jared Lipke for the Weevils. SNU, it's been a great day at the plate for the Crimson Storm. Season high 12 runs, and they are one hit away from tying their season high in hits. And we still have at least 2 more innings to play. First pitch in there for a called strike. Lipke, this is his 5th appearance on the mound for the Weevils, as that pitch is in there for a called. Oh, it was outside. Excuse me. 2 balls, 1 strike. Lipke comes in with a 5.40 ERA. Struck out 7 batters in 10 innings of work this season. Reese is going to pop one up to left field. Brake Bale is tracking, and he'll make the play for the first out of the inning. As that now brings up the first baseman for the Crimson Storm, number 44, Joe Toilolo.
First baseman, number 44, Joe Toilolo.
Toilolo will step in 1 for 3 in the ball game. He grounded out to second base, singled to left field, and he struck out looking in his last time up for the Crimson Storm. First pitch taken for ball 1 for Toilolo. So once again, this is a great start here for Southern Nazarene in the series with Monticello. Toilolo rips one down the first base line. Wagner fields it, puts it away for the second out of the inning.
Number 25, Jake Vernon.
So that now brings to the plate the catcher, number 25, Jake Vernon. And folks, what a day he's had at the plate. 2 for 4, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, 2 for 3 at the plate. First pitch outside taken for ball 1. He hit a bomb to left field back in the 4th, and then sent one over the center field wall in the 6th. As takes one for a strike there. 1 ball 1 strike for Jake Vernon. 2 outs. As Lipke throws one in there to get ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Lipke, that pitch gets away from him there to even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So as we said, this is a great start for the Crimson Storm in this series with the Weevils, the undefeated Weevils in the conference. There will be a doubleheader tomorrow, 12 p.m. Vernon pops one back out of play. The 12 p.m. start will be here at Phelan Field. Be the same time as the men's basketball team playing over in Bartlesville. Their tip is at 12 p.m. We'll be having updates for those of you watching the baseball game tomorrow. We'll be keeping you updated on that. Storm in the semifinals against the Southeastern Oklahoma State Savage Storm. Vernon takes one outside for ball 3. Full count here for Jake Vernon. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Vernon pops one up behind home plate. Oh, and Brady Weiss can't make the play. That south wind today has been humming all day long and makes it difficult for any ball hit like that to be made routinely. 3 balls, 2 strikes for Jake Vernon. Swung on, hit to third base. Jordan Johnson fields it, flips it over to first, and Vernon will be out on the play. So a quick 3 up, 3 down for Arkansas-Monticello in the field. We've played 7 innings here at Phelan Field. Crimson Storm lead 12-5. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. Don't go anywhere, folks. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Tanner Stiles alongside you here. Top of the 8th inning. Arkansas-Monticello is at the plate. They trail SNU 12-5. Cody Tolbert working on the mound for SNU as Brady Weiss is at the plate for Arkansas-Monticello. 2 for 4 with a double. As that pitch is going to catch the inside part of Weiss's elbow, it looks like. So Weevils are going to have a runner on early on here in the top. So that will now bring up the shortstop, number 2, Garrett Dodd, to the plate for Arkansas-Monticello. Tolbert throws one low, taken for ball 1. Dodd 1 for 4 with a home run and a couple of RBIs. 1-0 pitch inside, taken for ball 2. So the Weevils are looking to make things interesting here in the final 2 innings. That pitch caught the jersey of Dodd. So that's back-to-back players. Cody Tolbert is hit by a pitch now as assistant coach Tim Cole will go out to have a word with Tolbert as now 2 runners on. Nobody out here in the top of the 8th inning. So we'll take this moment now to get you updated on some other games around the GAC. Over in Ada, Southwestern Oklahoma State leading the Tigers 2-0. That game is in the 4th inning as of right now. Down in Durant, Northwestern Oklahoma State leading Southeastern Oklahoma State 8-7. Well, that's in the 8th inning. Southern Arkansas leading Oklahoma Baptist 3-1 in the 6th inning. And some more games tonight. Henderson State taking on Harding. And Ouachita taking on Arkansas Tech. As play set to resume here. Brian Ray at the plate for Arkansas-Monticello. Hitting 1 for 3 in the ball game with an RBI. He's got an opportunity here with a couple of men on and nobody out. Cody Tolbert will have some work to do. 1-0 pitch, low taken for ball 2. As there is some action over in the Crimson Storm bullpen. 2-0 pitch taken for ball 3, so Cody Tolbert working from behind here. Looks like it's Hugo Kinabuchi. And that's 4 pitches, and that's a walk for Cody Tolbert. And, folks, the bases are loaded here at Phelan Field with nobody out. And the 4-hole hitter, Sean Wagner, steps to the plate for Monticello. Sean Wagner 2 for 4 in the ball game, first on the team in hits. As here comes head coach Robert Lee, and it looks like Cody Tolbert's afternoon is done. So the Crimson Storm are going to bring in Hugo Kinabuchi to try to get him out of a jam. We'll step aside for just a second. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Hugo Kinabuchi on the mound now for Southern Nazarene, as he will be facing the first baseman, Sean Wagner, 4-hole hitter for Arkansas-Monticello. As Kinabuchi, the 5'4" freshman from San Diego, California. This is his 6th appearance this season for SNU, as he throws one in there to level the count at 1 apiece. Kinabuchi with 7 strikeouts on the years, giving up 7 earned runs. Kinabuchi throws a breaking ball in there for strike number 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Bases are loaded for Arkansas-Monticello. Kinabuchi breaking ball finds the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. So with the 2-2 count, Kinabuchi swung on, popped foul out of play. So Sean Wagner not going down easy for UAM. Two-two pitch down in the dirt, and here comes Weiss from third. So Weiss will score on a wild pitch as both runners also advance. So with that run now, it cuts into the Storm lead. It's now 12-6. And there is still nobody out in the inning. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes for Sean Wagner. Here's the payoff pitch. Taken for ball 4, so bases are loaded once again. And that now brings up the designated hitter, Dylan Borman.
Designated hitter number 35, Dylan Borman.
Borman has flied out 3 times, all to right field. But his last time up, he singled down the left field line back in the 7th inning. So Kinabuchi working on Borman. First pitch is a ball. High and inside. So the 1-0 pitch. Bases are loaded for the Weevils. Nobody out. Taken high and outside for ball 2. So Crimson Storm still holding on to a 12-6 lead. Kinabuchi in there for a called strike. Paints the outside part of the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike for Hugo Kinabuchi. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So Hugo has evened up the count now, 2 apiece, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Dylan Borman. Here's the 2-2, breaking ball down, taken for ball 3. That was close. As home plate umpire Russell Migel, he's had a really inconsistent strike zone all day. Had some words with head coach Robert Lee, and Coach Lee has right to be a little upset. Oh, and Kinabuchi plunks Dylan Borman as So head coach Robert Lee coming out to have a word with Kinabuchi, and it looks like we're going to have another pitching change. We'll step aside here at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. It's the top of the 8th inning. The bases are loaded for Monticello. They've already gotten a couple of runs here in the inning, as Austin Cooper is now into pitch for SNU. He was playing second base, so moving to second base is number 8, A.J. Nellums, the freshman from Oceanside, California. And Cooper is on the mound, the 6'1 senior from Tucson, Arizona. Swung on, hit hard to left field. Andres Rios at the wall, and that's out of here. That is a grand slam for Arkansas-Monticello. Boy, howdy. And just like that, it's a one-run game. Oh, boy. 12-11 score here at Phelan Field. We've got another 2 innings to play.
Batting third baseman number 32, Jordan Johnson.
Fire up the coffee pot, folks. We might be here a while. 23 combined runs, 24 combined hits. No shortage of bats here. Cooper taken high for ball 2. So before that grand slam given up by Austin Cooper, he had just given up 2 earned runs coming into this game. So 3 balls, no strikes. Cooper just trying to settle in here. It's a 1-run game. Nobody out still in the inning. Cooper comes into the game with a 1.26 ERA, 7th appearance. Fly ball to left field. Shelby Reese is tracking and puts it away for the first out of the inning. So things are still in control for SNU in this ball game. They are 5 outs away from securing the win, as the Weevils have struck for 6 runs here, bringing up the right fielder Drake Roughton to the plate. Breaking ball catches the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Cooper, once he starts getting in a rhythm, he's been good so far this year for SNU. 4 saves on the year. and has another opportunity for 5 as base hit here for Roughton. It's his second of the ball game, and the Weevils have another runner on here with just 1 out in the inning. So Austin Breakbale at the plate for Arkansas-Monticello. Taken for ball 1 for Breakbill. This is the bottom of the Monticello lineup, but against the number 1 team in the conference, the bottom of the lineup doesn't really mean a whole lot. 1-0 pitch taken for strike 1. As we mentioned earlier in the game, everybody in this UAM lineup has at least 1 home run. And some now have multiple after today's barrage from the plate. He's going to lay down a bunt here. Cooper's going to field it. Puts it away. Joe Toilolo stretches out. And it's going to move the runner to second. So great play there by Cooper. So now 2 outs in the inning.
Now batting catcher, number 47, Brady Weevils.
As the tying run for the Weevils is now at second base in scoring position. Cooper just trying to get out of the inning. Bringing up Brady Weiss to the plate. 2 for 4 with a double. Cooper. First pitch outside taken for ball 1, so Brady Weiss was hit by a pitch earlier in this inning. So the Weevils have batted completely through the lineup here. 1-0 pitch in there for a called strike. So after the Storm were in strong control of this game, leading by 7 at the start of the inning, and it's now a 1-run game. Big swing and a miss from Brady Weiss, and now Cooper moves ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner in scoring position for Arkansas-Monticello. Here's the 1-2. Tries to get Weiss to chase. He holds off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cooper's got 18 strikeouts on the year. That's second on the team behind David Gustafson, who we will see tomorrow afternoon. So here's the 2-2. Taken for ball 3. So full count here. And this could be a big turn of events here in this ball game. Cooper trying to retire the side here and get out of this inning, while the Weevils are looking to add already to their 6 runs in this inning. And ball 4. So 2 runners on base here for Arkansas-Monticello. 2 outs to bring up Garrett Dodd to the plate. Dodd homered to center field in his first at bat, and since then, he's 0 for 3. Hit by a pitch earlier in this inning by Kinabuchi. So in this ball game, Arkansas-Monticello has left 10 runners on base, and they still have 11 runs. Cooper falls behind 2-0 in the count here. Here's the 2-0. So with the 2-1 count, runners on first and second. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike two, Austin Cooper. Good pitch there. Evens the count at 2 apiece. Here's the 2-2. Taken high for ball 3, so another full count here for Austin Cooper. And back-to-back batters for UAM. So here comes the payoff pitch. Runners are moving. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's a big, big strikeout for Austin Cooper, his first of the game. So the Crimson Storm still have the lead, 12-11 going to the bottom of the 8th. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. We're here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Garrett Perez leading things off. One ball, one strike here. It's been a lot of action here at Phelan Field today. 23 runs and 24 hits combined for both sides here. Bottom of the 8th, Perez at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes as Jared Lipke still on the mound for Arkansas-Monticello. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Garrett Perez strikes out for the as that now brings up third baseman number 3, Cole Wagner. So as we've got a couple of pitchers getting loose now in the Monticello bullpen. First pitch, Wagner chops one to short. Garrett Dodd fields it, doesn't field it. And Cole Wagner's going to reach base here. So Austin Cooper, the pitcher, now at the plate for SNU with 1 runner on. It's going to be a base hit for the Crimson Storm. Their 14th of the game. That now ties their season high in hits. As Cooper takes one in there for strike 1. Wagner reaching here with one on, one out in the inning. Cooper takes strike two, falls behind in the count 0-2. Cooper is 0 for 3 in the ball game. Struck out swinging in the first, popped up to short in the third, and grounded out to short in the fourth. He walked his last time up. Pitch down in the dirt there, taken for ball one. One ball, two strikes here for Austin Cooper. Ball. So count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Cole Wagner on first. Cooper pops one up. Shallow center field. Rios is tracking, and he puts it away for the second out of the inning. So that brings up A.J. Nellums to the plate. The second baseman came in when Austin Cooper went into pitch.
Not batting second baseman, number 8, A.J. Nellums.
Nellums, the 5'6" freshman from Oceanside, California. He comes in looking for his first hit of the season. First pitch taken for strike one. Nellums is 0 for 7 this season. He's walked. He has scored a run. This is his fourth game he's played in this season. Fouled back to the screen. So here's the 0-2 pitch coming from Lipke. Ooh, taken high for ball one. That was that umpire today. He's called that a strike. He's been calling that a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on, hit hard to right center field. Routon is tracking. Makes the play for the third out of the inning. So we go to the top of the ninth, and this is it, folks. Monticello's going to need at least one to keep things going. We'll see if Austin Cooper can come in and get the save. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Top of the ninth inning. Crimson Storm leading 12-11 here in the first game of the series against number 1 Arkansas-Monticello. Top team in the conference, 10-3 record on the year, 6-0 in the conference. Austin Cooper throws one in there for a strike here to open the inning. As first pitch taken to left field, it's back and it's out of here. A leadoff home run from Brian Ray, and we have a tie ball game. As
First baseman number 14, Sean Wagner.
Game is now tied at 12. First pitch taken for ball one. It's Sean Wagner. That was that was Brian Ray's third home run of the season for Arkansas-Monticello. One pitch in there for a called strike. So this means the Crimson Storm will get one more at bat for sure. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on, hit hard to left field. And that's out of here. Back-to-back home runs for Arkansas-Monticello. Who would have predicted this? 25 total runs scored in the ballgame. That is now 8 unanswered runs scored from Arkansas-Monticello. They were trailing 12-5 to begin the 8th inning. And struck for 6 runs as Borman grounds one to Maskey. Long throw from Maskey, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So still nobody out here in the top of the 9th. Two-two count here for Andres Rios. Nobody out. Runner on first here. Hit hard to left center field. That's going to get down for a hit off the wall. They're going to hold Borman at third. It's going to be a double to left center for Andres Rios. And here comes head coach Robert Lee. We're going to have another pitching change here. We'll be right back here. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. It's Tristan Graves on the mound for SNU. First pitch now, it's Jordan Johnson at the plate. Still nobody out here in the top of the 9th. Swung on, hit hard to center field. Perez is on it. Oh, and it's off his glove. That's going to be an error for Garrett Perez. It's going to score 1 run, and it's going to score 2 runs. Now 15-12 in favor of Arkansas-Monticello. Three-oh count here from Graves. I believe that was 2-0 count. Now 3 balls, no strikes. in there for a called strike. Still no outs in the inning. Swung on, hit hard to left center field. That's going to be off the wall. It's going to score Johnson. And that's going to be a stand-up double for Drake Rowden. So that's now 5 runs in the top of the 9th for Arkansas-Monticello. They extend their lead now to 16-12.
Now batting left fielder number 1, Austin Breakville.
So it's Austin Breakbill at the plate for the Weevils. 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Runner on second, nobody out. 1-1 pitch in there for a called strike. One-two pitch taken for ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on, chopped down the third base line and foul. As seen 28 runs, 31 hits. Runner goes. It's going to be another base hit. That is going to score Roughton. Going to be a double for Austin Breakbill.
Now batting catcher number 47, Brady Weeks.
So that brings up Brady Weiss. 2 for 4. That also extends the Monticello lead to 17-12. 6 runs in the 8th inning and now 6 runs in the 9th for UAM. First pitch in there for a called strike. Crimson Storm just looking for an out at this point. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 2. So Tristan Graves gets ahead in the count now. Got him looking. First strikeout of the game for Tristan Graves. 1 out in the inning now to bring up the shortstop, number 2, Garrett Dodd. Dodd is 1 for 5 with a couple of RBIs and a home run. First pitch taken for ball 1. Hit hard to left field. That's going to be another base hit. Breakbill is going to score from second. So with 1 out, that's an RBI single for Garrett Dodd. Brian Ray steps to the plate now for Monticello. First pitch taken for ball one. Two balls, no strikes. Chop to the pitcher, over his head. Maskey flips it to second. So Ray will reach on a fielder's choice. Dodd is out at second. So 2 outs now to bring up Sean Wagner to the plate.
Now batting first baseman number 14, Sean Wagner.
18-12, Arkansas-Monticello leads. First pitch in there for a called strike. Swung on, fouled off to the right field. O2 pitch outside taken for ball one. Two-two pitch upcoming for Tristan Graves. Fouled off to the right again. Swung on, hit hard to right field. Cole Lee tracking and makes the play for the 3rd out of the inning. So we'll head to the bottom of the 9th. Crimson Storm need to get the bats going. We'll be right back here at SNUathletics.com. We're back here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Crimson Storm are going to need at least 6 runs here to keep this thing going. The Weevils have struck for 13 runs in the last 2 innings as Looks like it was a foul tip, but it looked like Cole Lee was hit on the pitch, but they're calling it a foul ball, so inside taken. They actually called the first pitch a ball, so 2 balls, no strikes for Cole Lee. Swung on, chopped, fouled on the first baseline. Two-two pitch. Cole Lee slaps one to Sean Wagner, puts it away for the first out of the inning. So the Weevils now 2 outs away from taking game 1 of the 3-game series.
Shortstop number 23, Tanner Maskey.
It's the shortstop, number 23, Tanner Maskey, at the plate. First pitch outside part of the plate taken for strike 1. Swung on, hit hard. That's going to be a base hit for Tanner Maskey. His second of the ball game. So the Crimson Storm have a base runner here in the bottom of the 9th. Brings up the left fielder, number 4, Shelby Reese. Reese is 1 for 4 with a double. Swing and a miss on the first pitch there from Jared Lipke. Crimson Storm now have a new season high in hits for the year, now 15 in this ball game. A 1 pitch outside taken for ball 1. Slap to center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Maskey is rounding second. He will go to third. So runners on the corners now with just 1 out in the inning. Joe Toilolo steps to the plate.
Now batting first baseman, number 44, Joe Toilolo.
1 for 4 with a strikeout, couple groundouts. 16th hit of the game for SNU. First pitch outside for Joe, taken for ball 1. One 0 pitch taken for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on the corners for the Crimson Storm. Swung on, hit hard down the first base line and foul. One-two pitch outside taken for ball 2. Popped up to the infield. Oh, and that ball's going to stay fair. So that is going to be an error. So the umpires will get together and discuss. Oh, and since nobody touched that ball, it's ruled a foul ball. It ricocheted off of the pitcher's mound and scooted foul. Boy, howdy, that is something I have never seen in a baseball game. The wind just kept taking it. So the 2-2 pitch gets Joe Toilolo looking. So now it's Jake Vernon at the plate with 2 outs. Crimson Storm are down to their final out of the game. Vernon 2 for 4 with a couple of home runs. Swing and a miss, strike 1. A 1 pitch taken for ball 1. Runner still on the corners here for SNU. Swung on Vernon, hits one high and deep down the left field line, but it's back out of play. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging. So that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. The final here at Phelan Field. Arkansas-Monticello 18. Your SNU Crimson Storm 12. Crimson Storm finished 16 hits. Weevils finished with 19. High action offensive game we saw here today in this one. So that's it for us here at SNUathletics.com. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll have the broadcast for you here at 12 p.m. here at Phelan Field. Thank you guys for watching and have a great night, everybody.